Everything's happening around the world all at once around decarbonisation. So we have to build lots of transmission. That's becoming a real bottleneck. It's become a real challenge. There are a number of different areas that unfortunately all have to be solved at the same time. Community engagement has become absolutely critical and always has been with transmission lines. These days, because of the scale, we've got to build so much more. We're disrupting more landowners. You need long corridors of land. You need to disrupt, in many cases, tens of thousands of properties. There are cases in Europe where these big long HVDC transmission lines and cables actually traversed, I think one of them was like nearly 30,000 different properties. So you can imagine the approvals required to be able to actually achieve that. Obviously populations are increasing as well, and it's becoming a lot more difficult to find land routes, especially for long transmission lines. And these towers are quite significant. There are ways that governments are now starting to work towards it, to actually try and improve benefits for landowners. The lines traverse their properties where they're disrupted. They may not be able to use all the land for their farms. They get a certain amount of compensation as well now. A bottleneck on resources, people resources, and plant and equipment to be able to actually supply these transmission lines and substations. Now we're seeing big wind farms, big solar farms, big hydro being built quite far away from those population centres. So we have to build lots and lots of transmission to be able to connect them in if we are to replace the fossil fuel generation sources, and we are. Governments have mandated that in most places around the world to phase those out. There are definitely constraints around cables, conductors, steel, especially some of the real specialised equipment. We're seeing delays that pieces of equipment that used to take 6 months are now taking 3 years, and they're critical pieces of equipment that you need to be able to make power systems work. The whole funding side of it as well, be able to get the right level of funding for the actual approvals that are taking place in the right timeframes as well. But it's increasing costs. So people will have to probably justifiably pay more for electricity because we are having to pay those extra costs to be able to get those approvals through. So we're starting to see that cascading effect now. So it's good and bad. It's facilitating what we need to be able to do to decarbonise the industry and decarbonise the globe effectively.
Learn more with Nexus. Published by GHD, where ideas connect.